Moto3 is going. It's a great start from pole position for Tatay. Likewise, his teammate Artigas. Garcia got a lightning start as well from the third row. In fact, Garcia quickly into podium contention from seventh. He might even get the whole shot into the first corner. Garcia leads.
Foggia's coming up the inside as well. Foggia's really going for it. He might be second coming through turn one. Unfortunately, Mario Aggi, he's just on the outside. He's been eased out of it. Migno has come through too as well to second place. The front row starters have gone backwards.
Yeah, dive bomb there as well from Tatay on the podium in Qatar. He's cut, well, he ran wide into that first corner, trying to make some ground up pretty quickly. Yeah, he's pretty tall and heavy, Mario Aggi, as Migno pings it up the inside of Sergio Garcia into turn 10. So our race winner in Qatar sets the early pace here now in Mandalika as well. Tatay trying to find a way through back on Garcia in turn 11. No way through. And now under pressure from Foggia. Beautiful on the flip-flop between turns 11 and 12. Foggia goes up into third.
Migno then leads. Of course, when he took the lead 2 weeks ago, he was very, very difficult to dislodge, although he won't enjoy that same top-end advantage here, as Foggia has a little bit of a look up the inside of Garcia. You're not going to see overtakes there, but into here, you're certainly going to see it. And here comes Tatay at the inside of Guevara. Guevara's just going to hang out around the outside. He'll have the inside now for turn 17.
Yeah, Tatay had a couple of costly corners in turns 10 and 11. He let Foggia and Guevara through, drops him back into 5th place. So then lap one here in Indonesia chalked off. It's Andre Migno, our Qatar winner that leads from Garcia. An excellent first lap coming through from 7th place, although he's been picked off in the slipstream by Foggia's Leopard Honda. We know how fast the Hondas were in a straight line in Qatar 2 weeks ago. A shorter straight here though in Indonesia, but the same effect. Foggia just blasts on by the gas machine. And Foggia finds a way through, and Andre Migno in the braking zone, top end of the circuit, turn 10. Likewise, Guevara.
It was Alberto Soares, you can now see on your screen, who was the rider that crashed the Foggia. Crashed in the background as well. That looks like one of the MTA riders. We'll keep an eye on that in the back. In fact, it might have been Ivan Ortola who went down. As we keep an eye on that, it was indeed the 48 of Ortola. Down at turn 10, we've seen a number of riders struggle into there. Ortola already with work to do. Yeah, and Ethan Guevara now has picked up the baton at the front of this Grand Prix. Garcia loses it. He got well and truly out of control going to the corner. He goes way out wide, and he's going to be picked off by the majority of that leading group. Garcia will now have dirty tyres, so he'll have to be careful now into turn 11. He's back in control, but he's back into the tail end of this leading group as his teammate continues to lead. Migno then, who didn't see anyone come up the inside of him on the main straight 2 weeks ago, he's going to see Dennis Foggia go straight past him up the inside. Foggia once again getting the driver out of that final corner. Migno is going to have to concede that one, and indeed he does. Garcia making ground once again after that mistake on the previous lap. He took 2 into turn 1. He's back up to 5th. Yeah, fastest man on the circuit now is Foggia, a 1:46.17. I just wondered there as well if there's a little tap on his backside to Andre Migno, saying there's no point in us carving each other up here. This is a long race, physically demanding, mentally demanding, tyre punishing as well for these lightweight Moto3 bikes. So you've got to make sure you keep some tyre life, crucially, for the end of the Grand Prix. Just 3 men on that last lap in the 140s at the front: Guevara, Migno and Foggia. It looks like Foggia's shaping up to go for the lead, and indeed he does. Yeah, brilliant move there through turn number 11 then for Foggia, turn 12 rather now. Then he hits the front for the first time with clear track ahead of him. What can Foggia do? Last year we saw him so strong in this kind of scenario. He's happy when he's got clear track to run his lines, run his braking markers. Quick check on our home hero Mario Aggi. He came over the line at the end of lap 3, down in 9th place, doing low 141s. Here comes Migno. That's a late launch into turn number 16. He might be on the outside line here, but he sweeps around the outside on Guevara through the final corner. So Migno up into second, an Italian 1-2 here as we come to the end of lap 4. A couple of outliers in this leading group in terms of tyre choice. Carlos Tatay is one of them. He's on the harder front tyre, so he'll be hoping to keep that nicely in check towards the end of the race. And another one who's really gone for a different option, Ayumu Sasaki, is on the harder front and a rear option. There he is in the centre of your screen. He will certainly be hoping to keep his tyre in hand in the latter stage of the race. He's in 7th at the moment. The 2 Tech 3 KTMs and the 2 Rebel KTM IO bikes running line. Migno way out wide in the final corner. The 2 Aspar riders more than happy to take advantage. Yeah, Andre Migno made a big blunder there going into turn number 17. That's cost him a whole bunch of time. In fact, it's dropped him right back into the clutches of Tatay and Sasaki. Foggia with a pretty big bit of breathing space there as he flings it into the first corner. Another personal best lap from the Italian, a 1:43.49. Let's have a look and see what happened to Andre Migno. He flicks it left into the final corner. Oh, he lost the front. Yeah, he lost the front. That was a really impressive save by Andre Migno. That could have
really sucked out all the momentum he gained from that opening round, winning Qatar. Thankfully, they stayed on board and still in this podium battle.
Danger signs for the rest of the field. Dennis Foggia's lead is already over a second. He's really put the hammer down in the first sector of this lap, as you can see on your screens. Faster than the riders behind him on that last lap. He crossed the line with a 7/10 of a second lead. That's already gone up to a full second. Does Garcia feel he has the pace to go with him? He's gone up the inside of his teammate Guevara, but he's already running wide. Just another graphic demonstration of how difficult it is to overtake here.
As again, Guevara runs it a little bit wide. Will this give the advantage to Garcia? He's got the better drive, yet he does. Slips up the inside, no problemo, says Garcia.
Guevara's going to come back at him though into turn 12, and indeed he does up the inside. There's a lot more than just 20 points up for grabs between these two Aspar riders. There's some kudos and some bragging rights at stake, as well as Garcia retakes second place. They've absolutely got no interest in Dennis Foggia up the road. This is a private battle which could also manifest itself in the World Championship later this season. Guevara once again, the door will close on him there. It tightens on you into turn 15, and then 16. Once again, we are seeing Guevara up the inside, but you can see already, look at the pack behind them. It's brought them right back into play again.
Andrea Migno. Oh, he clipped the rear tyre there, didn't he, of Sergio Garcia. That was mighty, mighty close to a disaster. Oh, and it's a disaster for this young man. Poor old Diogo Moreira. Yeah, this performance from Dennis Foggia right now, there's still a long way to go. 14 laps to go. We're not even at half race distance. This will be quite demoralising for the field. Migno uses that bullet speed of the Honda to fire up the inside of Sergio Garcia. Nothing the Spaniard could do in response. So now Migno up into third place. That was a clean move. He almost clipped the back of Garcia, didn't he, on the last lap up at turn 10. But Andrea Migno back in third spot.
Candy from a baby, wasn't it? He just breezed past the gas down the main straight. Tatay, we haven't seen him yet come through the long lap penalty. In fact, I think he now has. You can see him now dropping down your timing screen. So Tatay has served that long lap penalty and re-emerged in 14th position, just behind Joel Kelso. Migno, though, he's coming on strong in the latter stages. He's just set his personal best lap of the race last time around. No way around the outside, so he goes to the inside now, Guevara. Guevara eased out wide, really forced wide by Migno.
Yeah, picked him up there big time, didn't he, Andrea Migno? He just got on the inside. There's almost contact there between Masia and Garcia on that little sweep, that burst of acceleration between turns 10 and 11. Guevara then takes advantage of the gap left by Garcia on entry to turn 12, sweep straight on through. Brilliantly attacking up the inside of Guevara into turn number 12, although he got in that little bit hot, and at the very next corner, just losing that bit of drive out of 12, it's allowed Guevara to sweep back straight through at 13.
And Migno won't be pleased when he sees who's next behind him. Denis Onchu, fourth in the opening race of the season. He's fourth at the moment in this one. He's having a little bit of a look at the World Championship leader. Garcia once again coming on strong once again, having dropped back earlier on. He now picks off the young Turk. And Onchu got past Garcia in that as well. Look at the contact as Migno. That's not where you want to be on the outside. And Denis Onchu taking full advantage.
Two for the price of one there from Onchu. He made Masia pick up. He's got in hot though. He runs wide. And Carlos Tatay, the pole man, his charge through this second group is starting to look really menacing indeed. You see here, he picked up 2 or 3 places going into turn 16. So Tatay is going to come over the line right in this podium battle now. As we start the last lap, as that cost Jaume Masia a podium here. Carlos Tatay, what a stunning recovery from him. When he had that long lap penalty, he dropped all the way back to 14th place, but he's in that podium position now in third.
Looks like it's 3 then for this final podium position. Tatay, Garcia and Denis Onchu. Migno's looking to recover. He's back up into 6th position. He pushes past Jaume Masia.
Yeah, Andrea Migno now then trying to keep the hard-charging Masia at bay. That mistake and that contact out the final corner from Masia, has that cost him the podium? You can see there in the top left-hand corner of your screens, Leopard Racing, they're expectant. They have dominated this Grand Prix. Foggia has been so superior, a class of his own. It looks like as well Ethan Guevara is going to take a really hard-fought second place. He's had some battle royales in this Grand Prix with his teammate Garcia. Tatay, is he in hot? Wasn't he? He was in hot. That's going to cost him the podium potentially. He got in way hot, tried to ride defensive. Migno and Sasaki. Migno and Sasaki have gone out on the very last lap. Late drama here then in Indonesia. Garcia found a way through. Tatay trying to run that defensive late line. He ran in hot at the turn 10. Oh, here he comes back. Through the final sector, Tatay and Garcia in an all-Spanish shootout for the final place on the podium. Our runaway winner will be Dennis Foggia. Here comes Tatay. Can he find the inside line on Sergio Garcia? That CF Moto motorcycle twitching left, twitching right. It's going to be phenomenal. Foggia though here. He's been the man in Moto3 in Mandalika. Dennis Foggia takes winning round 2, and Carlos Tatay looks like he's going to win the battle for third. He does. Great job by the poleman. Ethan Guevara took a really hard-fought second place.
Oh, crash at the back.
Whoa.
Kelso is down there as well. He's one of the riders down. He was riding with Nepa and Yamanaka. I think Nepa might have been one of the other riders involved. Indeed, he is the MTA rider, the number 82, within meters of the finish line. They're down along with the championship leader, who I imagine, based on the fact that he scored the points here, will have conceded that lead to Dennis Foggia, who utterly dominated. The 2.6 second lead he had over the line doesn't even do close to justice as to how dominant he was. The president, director and CEO of PT Pratama hands over the winning trophy to Dennis Foggia. Utterly dominant here in Indonesia as Foggia rises to the top of the World Championship.